Back by popular demand. When I say popular demand, I mean more lives replacing the uploads. Thank you, everybody that bed with us as the schedule changes and all that. I know the morning lives and all that, but the afternoon lives are officially back. Afternoon lives, okay? So somewhere in the between like the 5 to like 6:30 ish time range, we're gonna have pretty frequent and stay on top of our game when it comes to the lives. Okay, I don't know if I have enough time to cover our RBE side of things as well as our Sorriest Truth side of things on the same streams. Or even in the same day. Meaning, like, for example, if we cover all of our RBE channel topics here and then jump over to the Sorriest Truth channel and do all those, I don't know about that in some of these afternoons and these early evenings. So what I think we're gonna try to do. So I learned my lesson. I learned about like not overly committing, make promises and all that type of shit that you're not sure if you can keep. I definitely can promise Lives is back. We back. We back. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to all the chat, everybody that really helped us build up the Sorry is True side of everything last year. But we back when it comes to lives, okay? But what I might try out is like switching every day. So we'll do a live, for example, today on the RBE channel, and then we'll cover all of our sorriest true topics tomorrow, and then boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna give that a try. All right. If you're in the sorriest true or the checks and balances IG chat, drop me some feedback there. Let me know what y'all think about that. Spread the word. Shout out to the members. And I'm going to kick off the members only lives on the RBE channel, not the Sorry True channel, but the members only lives maybe like next week. I'm gonna get those started, okay? I'll put that together. But as far as the this current membership right here, we back. You know, we shoot any battles, anything like that, they're gonna drop here. I might got a couple battles that's gonna drop before the year is over. I might. I might. I'm in sponsorship mode. All right. So shout out to the hardworking league owners out there. You know what I'm saying? If you got cards coming up, significant stuff going on, holla at me, man. You never know. We might work something out. I might try to throw something on your card. You know what I'm saying? And then drop the exclusive here on the channel. You know, we'll see. We'll see how stuff like that goes. But shout out to everybody on the way in. MSM, you heard it here first, B. Yes, lives are back. The lives are back, y'all. Look at the laughing emojis and shit. Damn, man, I feel y'all make me feel bad, man. I feel bad. I feel bad. Yes. I feel bad. Um, I really missed the morning crowd, but at least we got our lives back. Okay, we are back. Less uploads, more lives, even if it's shorter topics. Okay. Oh yeah, you see my hat? National Chicago. So everybody is wondering, do we have anything going on this past weekend? That's where I was at. Yo, A Ward, I gotta hit your line this week. We gotta talk about this shit. Actually, at the end of the stream, maybe I'll talk a little bit more about my experience at the Chicago National, the annual national for hobby enthusiasts and people that are in the sports card world. Oh my God. When they say it's the Super Bowl, I'll save it to the end of the stream for people that don't want to be bothered with that right now. It's not into that side of the world. But I will show y'all one thing, one pickup that's non sports related. But since this is the RBE channel, I'll show y'all one of my hip hop related pickups. Okay, peep this out. Look at that. Y'all see that? You see that? This is a Yo MTV Raps autographed by Rakim and certified by the Best to Do It PSA DNA certified autograph pickup. Slab by PSA. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Rakim. Look at that. Eric being Rakim. Yo MTV Raps. Autographed by the God MC. This one was only about, I think I paid like 320 for this. Like 320. It was at a sports card table. I mean, it's pretty much all sports cards, the whole convention. But when I saw this on the table, I said, "Yo, man, what you want for that?" And then when he told me his number, I think I tried to get him down to like 275 or something. I was like, "Y'all get 275 right now?" Yeah, nah. He's like, "I'll hold on to it for that." He's like, "I'm really not hyped to sell it, to be honest. I just got it out." I was just like, you know what? Give me your number. It's all good. Give it to me. I ain't gonna fuck up the deal. I mean, it's a negotiation space, but I don't have anything like this that's like in the hip hop world, like an autograph card. And like, I got hip hop memorabilia. I got some pieces. I got some stuff, but this right here was dope. This was a dope pickup. So I'll talk to y'all a little bit more about the Nationals at the end of the stream for those that are interested and those that want to know how my weekend went, and people that might hear it out and say, shit, maybe I need to get my ass there next year. You know what I'm saying? Because I might have to make it a yearly thing, like real talk. So okay, today's stream though, since we here, y'all see the title. It says Tsu Surf and Wyclef reaction. Will the wave hit? Will it hit? Like can Tsu Surf really be a star or become successful or super relevant in the music industry? We're gonna get into that topic after I do a live reaction to him and Wyclef's track. I glimpsed at it, just to hear the vibe of the song. I didn't play the full song yet, but I glimpsed it, so I know what the beat and the sound is like. Whatever, we're gonna do a full live reaction here. But before I get up to that, and I got a couple other things I want to pull up too. Some posts that Surf put up on his Instagram, like the clip of his interview with his mother, the clip of him pretty much getting picked up when he went and sat down. But before that, we're gonna cover a couple other smaller topics or relevant topics. I'm gonna talk about bad news. I saw that topic continued over the weekend. Bad news returning to battle rap. I'll touch. That's probably gonna be the shortest topic. I see this clip from Kyd Slade on Battle Rap Dose. Shout out to Battle Rap Dose. We're gonna play that. Kyd Slade and Eazy The Block Captain controversy continues. I'm gonna speak about that. I'm probably gonna start off with John John. I'm probably gonna start there. All right. So that's probably our itinerary unless anything else pops up in the chat or anything else, side little notes or whatever. We'll see how the stream goes. But come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I knew it. ARP saving battle rap one battle. I'm out the game, dog. I'm super retired, man. I swear to God. The funniest thing is meeting people out in the street that don't know you're retired. That just shows me if I would 1000% always choose for RBE to be way bigger of a brand and a legacy than ARP. I know sometimes, like I've seen league owners like do breakdowns and top league lists of all time and all that, and they say somehow ARP and RBE kind of became like synonymous, like running in parallel, hand in hand. And I understand 100%. I could even, or maybe I'll say that for the members only stream that maybe we kick off next week. We'll see. But there's a story behind that, that tracks back to our very first event ever. But I understand like how that happens sometimes, and then of course the acronym RBEARP, like all that, I get it. Yeah, it rings to get all of that type of shit. But I would way, way, way much prefer RBE because RBE encompasses so many people. So much of a movement, so much of that's what's stapled on hip hop, on the timeline of hip hop. Like my name is there, but RBE is where all of these legends then came through and all the classic moments and battles and pivots and effect on the battle rap, butterfly effect on the battle rap timeline and the ups, the downs, the business, the courses of direction and all the things like that's RBE. You know what I'm saying? So I would much rather that. But anyway, I think that's why I can still bump into people and they don't even know I'm retired. Like, oh, so when's the next event? Happened this past weekend. When's the next event? It's like, I'm retired. What, RBE's retired? Like, yeah. Because once again, at different points, maybe even in RBE or even in battle rap, maybe people are more invested. Maybe you're invested in 2017, but you're not in 2024, 2025, or 2026. So some of that stuff you may not know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. But anyway. All right, y'all ready to kick these topics off? All right, let's start here. We're going to start with a little bit of promotion. Yo, John, I know you got a card coming up. I actually brought this video up in my browser because I thought your card was this weekend, but I think it's totally, totally fine if I'm a week early with your promo, dog. I think that's okay. I don't think anybody be mad at me for promoting an event of theirs a week early. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get confused these days. Be Shrug Life, Bullpen, Pendulum. I don't know. So I'm still gonna say bullpen. That's how I know John. Bullpen got a card coming up, but if I got that wrong, pardon. But I knew damn well to go to the Shrug Life Network channel, and I see that they got a B Magic and a Ward trail up. So let's give this a quick click. Let's see what's going on here.
But I'm past noise. But I do know Pokemon, and being electric don't mess with rock type. So you blast toys. I said I know electric don't mess with rock type, so you blast toys. I am that night.
What up, y'all? It's A Ward. It's the guy that's good all the time. Horseman 72, you know, all that good stuff. Man, I'm finally, after a decade, making my debut on Bullpen Battle League.
Have you hanging over the balcony while your feet kicking? Oh, Loso, how is that Christian? You hanging over the balcony? You operating in the flesh, bro? That's odd.
Yo, doesn't the Bible say to uplift women? And I'm finna let go and let God.
John said contracts are signed, deposits sent, let's get active.
What was my reaction when I first got the call to be on Bullpen? It was, it's about time. I say that facetiously. Myself and John have tried to work in the past. Now here we are in New York City. And when I got the call, I was like, I wasn't sure if Bullpen was going to keep doing events. So one, I was excited that, that they're back, they're doing events. And two, I was very much excited for the opponent as well.
Nigga, my foot stay on next. And I was built from the block like a Lego set. Don't get starched. I'll leave a nigga stay flow step and keep an arm around a foot on some Fabo shit. That's crazy.
First PG class, why do they call it one of the greatest classes ever?
Them bricks
because
behind
it actually was. And my experience on
bricks behind you.
Bullpen been motherfucking roller coaster. I got on Bullpen, I believe, 4 times.
I really wanted Magic on this card,
This nigga B Magic is the only nigga with like the lowest running hairline in the world, yet he always wears a hat. Like some of our hairlines is like, it's back there. Nigga B Magic's hairline is with his eyebrows, and the nigga some of y'all don't even know that. Like, shout out to my nigga Magic.
In New York, it's not nothing I just randomly who's available. No, Magic, what's up? I need you. And then the fact that I've never booked A-War, they gonna rap. It ain't gonna be too much of the other shit. It ain't gonna be too much drama, and I feel like they got respect for each other.
It's not often that you battle somebody like B Magic with the relentless back-to-back punches, with the flow that he has.
If your opponent is watching this right now, what is your message to him? Nigga, hi? I don't know what you want me to say to the nigga.
Yo, Magic. Actually, that's not Magic's fault. That's this is the Bullpen side doing that shit on purpose because this is a funny part of it. So I gotta bring that back of him. He probably reading a text message, somebody telling him like, "Yo, cut a piece of content, and we're gonna create this trailer answering the following questions." This nigga, y'all kept the footage of him reading this shit. And fucking Magic, yo, listen to this nigga.
Nigga, hi? I don't know what you want me to say to the nigga. Hi, Ward. The fuck? Y'all know I don't be talking to these niggas, man. Let's rap.
He knows that, I'm no slouch, and if he gets in there playing, then it's going to be a long night. My official prediction is 3-0. To be honest with you, I don't see me losing around.
And I feel like that's a matchup that the culture is gonna appreciate.
Good trailer.
You know what I mean? So,
B Magic and A-Ward, I think this is a good battle right here.
Pendulum, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand Pendulum. That's the name of it. So niggas got to come and really rap. And one thing me and A-Ward do is rap.
I think because I do have an affinity for his style, the fact that he's Midwest, and the fact that he got it out the mud, that it's going to make for something that I'm really, really excited.
You better not curse me out, nigga. Jesus watch.
You better not curse me out, Jesus.
I booked Snake Eyes a few times on Bullpen too.
Is A-Ward's first time cursing in a battle? Is it the A-Ward joint? I mean A-Verb joint? The Glock 40 on your bitch ass? Is that the first time that A-Ward has cursed in a battle? It felt like it from my reaction and the whole crowd's reaction. Like, it definitely felt like it. I love this matchup. This is going to be a bar fest. I would still bet money that A-Ward is going to have a bunch of angles in there. 100%. B Magic is gonna do B Magic. You know, he's gonna be punching all over the place. One of the best flows of all time in battle rap. This is this. Let me bring this down for a second. That might be behind the main event my second most anticipated matchup. And here goes the card, y'all. Here goes the card. John, I got you, man. I'm here, John. So you got, of course, the main event, John versus Rex. I want to see that the most. You got B Magic versus A Ward. I want to see that number 2. You got Snake Eyes, Loso, and E Hart versus Lady Caution. This is a dope card. 3 dope matchups under a main event. This flyer is sick too. This is good graphics, man. So I saw I went to John's Twitter. I see that it's being promoted here on a website. What is this? BehindThePen.net. You've been seeing he's been releasing and rolling out like a Behind the Pen series. And this BehindThePen.net, 12 days away, 11 hours, 12 and a half days pretty much. This is going down in New York, the Bronx. All right. Ain't that your arena? Ain't that your area? John, from a hometown standpoint. Okay. I mean, but New York is New York. Rex got a following in New York, period. There should be a good turnout for this because it's in New York. Doors open 3 o'clock. Event starts 4:30. This is the road to the pendulum. Yo, this is a very nice website y'all got going on. This is nice. But, John, now I got to get you for a second. I went to your channel. I got it up in the background. I'll leave the flyer and everything up on the screen. Everybody go ahead to get your tickets. I don't see a pay-per-view here, so I'm not sure if I should say get your pay-per-view. If there is one, my bad. I don't see one. I think when I click the get tickets link, it brings me to Eventbrite. It's got some dope tickets in there. It's got a general admin. It's got a stage pass. Not expensive at all. I don't say prices out loud. Go to the site for yourself. Pick what matches you. Stage View VIP, which comes with a table, a bottle, and 5 tickets. That's dope. It got a bar view. Bar view. Do you mean like the rap bars? VIP, which comes with a table, a bottle, and 5 tickets. Got an early bird ticket. There's some dope tickets up on the Eventbrite. I think that's what you get to though when you click this get tickets button over here. But John, here's what I'm gonna get at you. Here's my problem with John. When I went to the website, because first I went to his Twitter, and I said, "Yo, I think it's this weekend, even though it's next weekend. Let's pull up some promo for John. Let's, there's John and Rex." So I go to his Twitter, find a flyer, found the website from the flyer, go to the website. Then I go to also his channel, Shrug Life Network, and I say, hold on. I only see one trailer, John. I don't see a trailer for the other battles. Are we getting them this week? Because when I watch the B Magic versus the A Ward trailer, that's selling. That makes people interested. Like, I like the way that trailer comes off. I really do. It kind of takes the battle up a little bit, but I don't see any other trailers on the channel. Maybe they're mixed into the Behind the Pen episodes. I'm not sure. And the other thing I got to get John about is not just John. It's everybody. It's everybody. There's just certain things I scream to high hell about in battle rap, and they're losing battles, but I continue to scream about them. One of them, the biggest one I won, and that was when I first came into the game screaming, even before RBE existed, and then into the first year of RBE about the tiers. Shouldn't be only matching up to the tiers. Won that battle, yes. What's another one? A recent one that y'all hear me always bitching and moaning about. Stop saying the word promo. Let us buy into it. And we got the Kyd Slade and the Eazy topic coming up, right? Stop saying the word promo, y'all. Make it more sellable. Make it more believable. Let the fans enjoy some believability. Hell, believability is an attribute of a battle rapper. So then why can't the lead in be believable as well? You just want on the stage to be believable when no punches are getting thrown? Shit, at least let the stuff. Anyway, see my point. Another one, though, is pre-face-offs. Now, I get it. To be efficient, sometimes cost efficient, sometimes travel efficient, sometimes scheduling efficient. Every league is different. All circumstances are different. You just never know, right? But if we get face-offs at all, they are done more commonly these days at like the gathering when everybody's in town, like the Friday before the event. So like, let's say everybody flies into New York or drives into New York for this event Friday or Saturday. I believe the event might be on a Sunday. Let me double check that. It said the 16th. Let me get John shit right. Yeah, the 16th, which is a Sunday. So let's say everybody comes in on a Saturday. Maybe we get a live stream on his YouTube channel Saturday night doing some face-offs. That's dope. That's dope. To get a big piece of promo, my bad, the day before of showing all the battlers in front of each other is like, that's always a great hit. If you miss that, I'm talking about anybody, then you not league owner-ing. For real. But gone are the days where we consistently get the pre-shot face-offs. That's before that, not the 24 hours before the event. I'm talking about weeks before the event, maybe a month before the event. That type shit. We need those. We need them shits back, B. So to not see a Rex and a John face-off, John, I'm a little upset at you. Because, and if John, this is what happened last week with bad news. If John happens to jump into the chat and he's like, yo, pull me up ARP chat, please let me know again. Thank you, Jay, last time around. If it wasn't for your super, last week I would have missed bad news. But John, Rex is considered by many one of the best shit talkers and face-off. You got people that's willing to pay for a Cassidy and Rex face-off before they wouldn't pay for the battle. Like, if we can't get the battle, give us the face-off. You got Rex that can sit across from any battle rapper and turn this shit up, and I don't have a face-off of John versus T-Rex. I'm bothered by that, John. But it's a dope main event, and the last time we talked about this a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, when John first announced his card coming up, I said, I'm not going to do a prediction. I want to see what they both talking about. I haven't heard much talk. All right, I see the behind the pen series rolling out, but I don't really see much chatter, and that's not a John thing. That's everybody. That's battle rap these days. Like, only a chosen few, certain cards, certain moments, certain energy, certain matchups, people really be outside, and that's just fucked up to say. And that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't have anything to go on other than a dope matchup, I'll look at some surrounding circumstances. I'm going to take John 2-1. And one of the circumstances is Rex just came off of the compliment battle with Mook. Shout out to Rome for putting that together. You know, that was like, what, last week or something like that. That's one of the things I'll go off of from a prep standpoint. I don't know. You know, if Rex is under prepared, then we might get a bunch of general bars by the time we get to the third round. We know Rex is always going to come out real strong in the first, but if he goes all the way through, I think when there's been times in Rex's career where he's gotten on them heaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gotten on them heat runs. Like, for example, when he battled Chilla. Sometimes Rex gets in a mode where it's like 3 or 4 battles straight where it's just like, oh. And there's other times where it's not him on 10. John is super consistent. I can't even tell you the last time I've seen John choke or be unprepared. I think maybe his surf battle is like the only thing that stands out to me in recent memory, where it's just like you approach that the wrong way and surf fully capitalized. You know what I'm saying? But John is so consistent. He's the Swiss Army knife type of guy. I got John 2-1, okay? I'm going to be on the lookout for a face-off with T-Rex. I want to see T-Rex talk some shit. I want to see T-Rex in a face-off. That's cinema, all right? I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Friday and Saturday night next weekend. John. All right? My little voice don't mean much, but I'm on your heels for that, okay? John 2-1 in the meantime. Unless I see the face-off and then we go live and I have a change of opinion. You know, we'll see. I got that too. I need to explore my mode. Which y'all on in the chat. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Eazy and Kyd Slade. I'm going to give Kyd Slade the big screen too on this one. All right, let's go caption real quick. Kyd Slade calls Eazy the Block Captain an attention whore and claims Eazy took their issues beyond battle rap promo, saying he'll have to prove how tough he is next time they meet. Okay. All right. That went to 10 kind of fast, right? Or at least 9, right?
Hitman said what he said. I don't know if Hitman thought I was going to completely disagree with him, but I completely understood and appreciate your feedback. But I didn't agree 100% with what he said. That's why I was able to have a battle rap dialogue there. But with your man, when Hitman says something, it hit him in the spot because this nigga is a attention whore. This nigga is that's why he called himself the algorithm. Like, niggas is attention whores. Like, niggas really love that.
Let me add on to that. It's not because Hitman shared the same opinion as many people. Okay, like Hitman didn't kick that off. Even though Hitman has a large voice on social media and he tweets something, people pay attention. His tweets turn into blogs and all types of stuff. But many people were talking about. See, this is a behind the scenes thing. I'm not talking to Slade. I'm talking to the culture. Behind the scenes, only if y'all knew how connected the messages and the word moves. You know, like that Eazy and Slade interview on 15 Minutes of Fame came out, and everybody started before the videos can get recorded and people can respond or react to it. People are battle rappers, league owners, bloggers. People are texting each other, sending each other the link. Did you see this? There's audio. A lot of people, I shit you not, had this opinion before even the first video hit YouTube. Like, yo, this don't look right of these two guys. You know what I'm saying? Hitman was one of the people that tweeted about it. And once again, he's got a big following. But you see some of the most politically correct bloggers all the way down to people that take the gloves off and say whatever the fuck they want to say, like me. Like a Jay Black. Everybody had the same sentiment. Like, yo, y'all might have diluted it. Like, I don't want to see that. If y'all was gonna do that type of video, then do it after the battle to show camaraderie for the sport. You know, like the shaking of the hands after the war. You know, I said that. Damn, I said that on Sway when me and Math went up to Sway's Sway in the morning. Shout out to Sway to promote Math versus Hollow. Sway or one of his co-hosts asked me, what do you think about like the almost fighting or the before and after effects of like the tension in battle rap? And one of the answers I gave him was like, one thing that I see a lot very often, and we used to include it in the editing of almost all of our battles. Like you see that we used to end them on the handshake. You would see the handshake, the dap, and then you would hear the bow, the gunshot go off, and then it would clip straight to like some closing video promo. Most of our battles are like that. Because I had this thing, and I edited a majority of the battles on the RB channel. I had a thing of presenting the war and then the camaraderie after. And I gave that example. Yo, I got 2 examples that I could give y'all. I gave y'all one standing in front of my fucking high school, probably like in 2015, 2016, when Hip Hop Is Real asked me about me and Queen's Flip fight. And then I gave the same thing when I was on the Sway radio show, morning show, with Math, saying after a fight, now for me, I could literally talk this in battle rap, whether it's really physical or whether it's the tension of a rap battle and you standing there in that energy. I can talk to both inside battle rap. I said, when it's over, if there's a handshake, there's a level of respect that comes with it. If 2 men get their shit off physically and they both can stand at each other and look each other in the eyes and it's over and shake each other's hands, is a form of respect that comes with it. You know, like respect each other now, you know, more than one of us or both of us did before. So when I look at the reaction to it and so many people feeling like that, you know, it's just like everybody felt like that type of energy and vibe should have been. And I feel like this is an old topic. We already covered it, but it should have been shown after the battle, not before. All right. Now, when Slade just says, hold on, let me recap the piece that I really want to cover here for y'all.
This nigga is that's why he called himself the algorithm. Like, niggas is attention whores. Like,
it's not just because Hitman said it. You know, Eazy tends to respond to people especially on video that have bigger voices. You know, those are the people that draw him to feel like I need to contest or protect or respond to this. Like, let's say like a me or a Holla, etc. Now, if he happens to say something that is like, let's say if he's coming from a angle of like egotistical, right? then he'll use things that can be disrespectful or or like demeaning. You know, that's just his natural personality. You know, like these ain't shots. I'm just saying like how a hitman could tweet that, and then Easy can see a hitman tweet like, oh, that's gonna have legs because that's hitman, and then him respond in a way that might piss somebody off like a Slade. You know, that's just how he is. Like, oh, Joe Button's clip goes up. That's Joe Button. So I'm gonna put a chain on. I don't got no videos wearing chains, but I'm gonna put this chain on. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not firing shots. I'm having fun on the stream. It's true though. You know, that's how easy it is. Like people with voices, he's I gotta respond. I gotta respond. Or I gotta respond. So Slade, you know, don't think it's just the opinion of it. You know, he does that a lot to people. So I don't know. He's gonna say he himself why now Slade is talking like they got a different type of issue, but all right, we'll hear from him.
Niggas really love that shit. So when Hitman said that, and then it's followed up by other niggas piggybacking on that, saying it, and then Shorty did that, and Joe said what he said, niggas hurt. You hurt. You ain't know what to do. You panic, turn your camera on and said some dumb shit about a nigga that you got a potential to have a great battle with, that everybody's anticipating that you could have been in the same buildings with, same room with, building this, but now you gotta prove that you tough.
Maybe I'll clip this piece for y'all.
Because you was trying to act like you was tough online. All that because somebody emotionally got you flustered. Now you trying to make it seem like it was really that and I should have acted on that. Because like, what? Nigga, if you don't leave this shit battle rap promo like it is, now it's something else, you weird ass nigga. Now it's what you trying to act like it was. Now it's really that. Now it's really that. It wasn't that before, but now it is. Fuck out of here. Niggas be goofy as shit, nigga. Word to everything. And I think niggas soft. I feel like niggas pussy. Word to me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I could be wrong. Whoop my ass. Who knows? Think niggas pussy, nigga. Gangster, I think you pussy. Facts. I don't think you tough at all. I don't think it's a tough bone in you, nigga. Your brother said he was fighting your battles and all your ex-bitches said you like showing them that you can fight. Let's make it make sense, nigga. You ain't tough, nigga. Pussy. Fuck out of here. Niggas be soft as shit. I'm already an official ass nigga. What more can I do? Y'all niggas weird as fuck. I'm tired of niggas, bro. This the last one, you goofy ass nigga. I'm on your ass now. Gangsta, pause if necessary. Y'all niggas got me tight, man. You serious, bro? You
That nigga Slade had a contradiction in 0.5 seconds. That nigga said, I'm on your ass now, but this the last one.
fuck out of here. Niggas be soft as shit. I'm already an official ass nigga. What more can I do? Y'all niggas weird as fuck. I'm tired of niggas, bro. This the last one, you goofy ass nigga. I'm on your ass now. Gangsta, pause if necessary. Y'all niggas got me tight, man. You serious, bro? You serious? I should have did like, yo, I came back, got on live and told y'all. Yo, it's all battle rap. We just riffing on the net. Niggas don't feel like that. Niggas might feel like that, but it's mostly niggas don't feel like that. And it's some battle rap. No, it's 100% you pussy and wouldn't say it to me because you ain't want to go there. Because you're not with none of that. Shit got me tight. It ain't shock. Yo, you know why it's shocking? Because I be giving niggas the benefit of the doubt, right? That's why. Like a dumbass nigga. I be having that problem outside too. Respect. I be having that problem outside too. Giving niggas the benefit of the doubt. That's why I'm surprised. Ain't nobody think that niggas was gonna do what we did. Yo, I swear, yo, I really wish y'all could have heard the conversations we was having. Yo, I shit you not. Ask anybody that was in the building, couldn't nobody did tell it was a problem. I swear to y'all, man. I don't got no reason to lie, man. Niggas was in there comfortable and kumbaya. What you mean? Why would you do that? Knowing that you ain't on that. We gonna see though. We gonna see. We gonna see. If you wasn't here and you just got here, basically we just addressing this bullshit Eazy talking about on his live. How he was calling me rat, ball, snitch ball, and I should have did something when I seen him. I should have addressed it. No, nigga, you should have kept the same energy you had when the camera was on. I was standing in front of you saying everything to you that I've been.
Is that's the main piece right there, y'all? Is that it?
Saying, why wasn't you saying that shit? Now the very next time I see you, you better say it. And when you say, you gonna have to prove to me you ain't a bitch and say it to me. Then after you prove that, you're gonna have to prove that you can fight. That's what we gonna do. Gangster, I don't know what the fuck makes you think that I dare you, nigga. I dare you. I'm gonna give you every opportunity though. Cause the next time I see you, I'm gonna come to you and tell you to say it. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. You won't miss your chance. I promise you that. I promise you. On my mama, you ain't gonna miss your shot. I shit you not. You're gonna have every opportunity in the world to show us exactly how tough you is. Yo, I
don't want to misquote the man, but if he's telling him that it's up, like, then there shouldn't be no talk when there's no walking up to each other and talking. You know what I'm saying? But I don't advocate for violence at all. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they're not in the same place again. I hope they don't cross paths. I hope they still battle. and I hope that there's no physical altercations. Okay, that's first and foremost. Now, I want to give a disclaimer before I get into my take on what seemed to be the main piece there of what Slade was saying or what agitated him. The disclaimer is now I'm not sure how much to believe any of you niggas, neither one of you niggas, when you got this type of energy online. Why? Because we saw this energy before y'all was together, and everybody had their popcorn. It was like, we want to see Eazy versus Slade more than most of these battles that we're talking about. Then the interview, and everybody and their mother started blogging and tweeting. Y'all diluted it. All good. And now we got a video of Slade like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna approach you like this. I think niggas is pussy, blah, blah, blah. Then we're gonna fight afterward. So for all we know, these two guys realized how much they diluted the fucking battle and DM'd each other. And said, yo, next time around, we gonna fucking, I'm gonna say you pussy again or that. Yo, the effects of that 15-minute of fame interview is like, I can't even believe either one of y'all energy to each other anymore. And until I cut on the fucking internet one day and motherfuckers say, yo, you heard what happened last night? Oh, Kyd Slade and Eazy, they shot the 5. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. So now I understand them last couple videos and shit, and they meant what they said. I can't believe, and this is what I mean by dilute. This is how much it was diluted. Because this video right here, I'm not sure if it's air quotes promo or if they cooking that up right there. I don't know if they getting together and playing now. I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right, so that's my disclaimer. It's not cool if you're ever gonna bring tension or violent or physical type of energy to the internet. It's never a good thing to have people not sure if they could. I mean, I guess it's the element of surprise if nobody takes you serious, right? But at the same token, it's just like, and that's a whole nother conversation. I'll leave it alone. All right, the piece that seemed to stick out, that it sounded like, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, so pardon me in chat, try to keep me honest here. I don't want to misquote these two guys, but it sounds like they got the backlash of, you wasn't talking like that. And I guess they're using the most critical thing that Eazy said that is supposed to be fighting words, which is calling somebody a rat. Okay? So I think there's enough backlash that happened to Eazy saying, you called him out of his name times 10, and then y'all up next to each other with a type of energy that is night and day. It don't match when you call somebody that, okay? And maybe Eazy got defensive to that, and like I'm telling y'all, that's how Eazy's personality is. Maybe he responded in a way that was extremely disrespectful to Slade while trying to fix his bruised ego for that. And maybe he says something to the effect of, well, shit, I'm the one that called him the rat. He should have been the one keeping that energy then, right? I should be able to stand there and yuck it up and laugh. I'm not quoting the man. I'm just using that piece of what Slade said. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what it is, then I guess Slade would see that and Slade would be like, what? Like, nigga, like now you talking this like I was supposed to do something to you or whatever. So some of it seems like a little on both sides. I don't want to say ego type of reaction. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say I don't know Slade. I never had a conversation day with him in my life. So I don't know his personality or character past the internet and watching him as a battle rapper or shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to put that on. I don't know the guy like that. But if I was to believe that this was a serious video and it wasn't promo, then I don't know, man. It's just you guys just make it. You guys start to make it look like a circus. Like if you guys now start having videos where the fighting type of words come online and shit, like Eazy does a stream and he responds, "What? All right, well you a rat, you a this, blah blah blah." Again, it's like we just saw y'all do that. It's like then it becomes a circus, and then you got a bunch of people questioning what's real, what's not, who's serious, who's not, who's talking, who stands on it, who is the battle. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, y'all, maybe I want to clarify also for the league owners that's watching. Are y'all trying to battle or not? You don't got to tell anybody whether you guys want to really fight or not or whatever, but are y'all tell your fans, tell the league owners that's watching, tell the sponsors that's watching, are y'all trying to still battle or not? And if it is promo right now at this point, you guys are trying to band-aid the 15 minutes of fame joint, then fucking say some shit like, yeah, I don't like this nigga, and we definitely fighting after the battle. And whether the fight happens or not, that's cool. You'll have fans that buy into that, whatever. I just feel like seeing this type of energy between these two guys right now after the whole fallout of the interview with these two guys together, you guys just don't let us understand fully now what's real and what's not. And that's the blame when you guys dilute the battle like that and dilute the things you guys were saying to each other beforehand, right? If y'all can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. You know what I'm saying? Am I reaching? Am I hurting anybody's feelings by saying this? I hope not. It's just a take on, fighting energy coming after. There's like 3 phases of this shit now. Fight words, laughy, promo, fight words again. It's like, I don't know what to believe. But shout out to y'all. I hope the battle fucking happens. I still do. Okay. Real quick, I want to say this. As the topic continued, I saw it over the weekend continue. Shout out to all the bloggers, man. All the bloggers weighing in. I seen some more backlash that Bad News got along the way. After John's interview, as well as after this video right here where we did an interview together. And it's not even really I will talk about that in a second. Calling it an interview. And that is exactly the point that I made in that video. That whole joint, if y'all watched it, that whole live stream. Bad News, this is the type of stuff that you have to allow yourself to be able to walk through. You see the backlash, you see the bloggers, even if they're not in the venue with you, the bloggers or any negative backlash that you get. I saw a clip from Vada. Vada wasn't playing. I don't think PB's playing. PB brought his intro back, and they influence fans and opponents, and that's what I meant. Like, yo, News, if you want to go back to battle rap, you gonna have to be professional through that. And it's the type of shit that, once again, like, you're not supposed to allow people to say to you. And the moment you sign that contract, you have to accept that level of professionalism. And I don't think it's going to be easy, so you got reminded of that just that fast. John did an interview, and then he jumped on my speaking of jumping on stream, I want to make that clear. Shout out to Chris Unbiased. I saw a blog of him, and it was like, I don't know how that got set up. ARP in a bad. I don't know who reached out to who or what. There was no interview set up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There was no Bad News hit me up like, yo, I want to come on your platform. There was no ARP hit Bad News up like, yo, come on my platform. I was covering the topic off of the John clip that came on Battle Rap Dose. The Hip Hop is Real interview with John being asked the question of could Bad News or should Bad News come back to Battle Rap. When I saw that clip, I put that to join the stream. So I was like, let me, base that. And my thumbnail, my title is about Bad News as well. So I'm assuming Bad News saw the title, sort of thumbnail, sort of he was about to be a topic on the RBE channel. And he was in the live chat, or he was on the stream watching live. And he said that. He said that on stream. He said he was watching for like the last 20, 30 minutes. Because I asked him, I was just like, yo, did you catch my take? He was like, yeah, I was tuned in for like the last 30 minutes. But when I was done really focused on the take, I turned to the chat a little bit. I saw Jay Super. She was like, yo, Bad News in the chat. I saw the chat saying Bad News wants to come up. And it would have been kind of weak of me to have a take on Bad News. And if Bad News is in the chat, like, yo, bring me up. And it was like, oh, no, can't bring him up. Like, no, come on up. You know what I'm saying? That's why the first question I asked him was like, what's your thoughts on my take? That was the first question I asked. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was still a good exclusive for everybody. Yeah, I mean, I see that it caused more controversy. Not my intention. I was up here streaming. Bad News joined. Shout out to News. You know what I'm saying? Bring them up in a form of respect, and then have a dialogue about my take. And I thought he said some positive things that, would be good for him if he really stands on. I still got that 10% of me that feels like, nigga, you saying this, to give off a business perception of you to anybody that watches this shit, or if this gets clipped, you know, it will be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's how it came about, y'all. Bad news jumped into the chat, and then you know, yeah, let's bring him up then if he wants to come on the live. Yeah, we just had a whole take about him. He wants to come and speak his piece. Let him speak his piece. You know, so I thought that was a nice, respectful moment of two fellas with some good answers and some good questions about his situation. You know what I'm saying? And I still want to see Bad News versus Jack Boy. If somebody books that, I think it'd probably be T Top. You know, if somebody books that, or y'all gonna watch it. What even if you don't pay for it, when it drops, everybody's gonna click play. Most people that follow battle rap is gonna click play. It's gonna be a news topic. Every blogger's gonna talk about it. Everybody's gonna, yo, this is what happened with Bad News and Jack Boy. You know what I'm saying? So cut it out. You know, let's not lie to ourselves. But all right, that was the quick bad news topic. Let's go to Surf. But before I get to any of these Surf topics and we get to his Instagram and then we answer the title to a degree of will his wave hit? Let's do a first time full listen and reaction to his new joint that just dropped with Wyclef. Quick disclaimer to the Tsu Surfs of the world and everybody that puts out music or anybody that we might cover on either channel. If I ever get copyright for a music song or music video or something, a trailer, anything that I play from somebody's channel, if I ever get a copyright, then the full coverage that we do ends up just being a stream exclusive. So you got to be here during the live, people, because if I cut this stream off and then 10 minutes later I get a copyright strike from Wyclef, because I think this is on Wyclef's channel too. You know what I'm saying? It's on Wyclef's channel. It's also on Tsu Surf channel. And sometimes it don't be them. Sometimes it be their MCN, their YouTube network, or just, you know, the settings on their channel. So if I get a copyright strike, y'all, later on, you will not see the video played, the song played. You'll see just little slices of it, of when I'm talking and the song isn't playing, okay? So you got to be on the live stream sometimes for the full reaction in case there's any copyrights, all right? But yeah, the Tsu Surfs of the world, y'all remember, this type of coverage sprawls your videos. Kendrick Lamar used that perfectly. Jay Mills learned that. A lot of people YouTube like that lately, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you share Rev. Now don't share Rev me, because like if I do a straight on coverage of you, one video and one topic, and that's all it is, and you do a Rev share, that makes sense. But if I do a fucking hour and a half live stream and you're one of the topics, like, nah, don't Rev share me. I'm clipping that out. I'm fucking up the promo of whoever I'm covering. Because it's more about a podcast type of why our following is here anyway. So all right. Let's go. Where we at? Wyclef, Jean, Mr. October remix featuring Tsu Surf. Official visualizer once again on both of their channels. Came out 3 days ago and it's at 111,000 views. Dope look. All right, let's play the song. Is that like his violin? But the number 6. Hey, Surf. Get your ass in trouble, boy. 6. I need a Arsenal, Tsu Surf and Albie Al track. That's what I need. But as far as this song, y'all. Tsu Surf is a perfect match for a track like this. And the dope thing is he sounds pretty much the same. You know, I think there's been a lot of, and I saw clips of like another song. I don't know if the full release of a different song that he like been promoting is out yet. But I think this is the first, for me, this is the first full song release that I've heard from him since he came home. Sounds pretty much the same. The reason why I say shit like this is so fitting of him is because his lifestyle, his history, his come up, his associations, all of this, it enables him to be able to rap about pain. It enables him to be able to rap about experiences. Now, I don't want to see him overly embellishing them. For example, like when he was on his space with Mook, he started going into a direction that scared me a little bit. Scared me as far as like me watching a young man that got a good piece of the world in his hands and you don't want to see him fuck it up. I'm watching. And when he started getting into that piece of, the things I've done and the jails I've been in, whatever, like I really am that. I was just like, and then that's when Mook started with the whole like, see, you haven't learned or whatever. And then later on, Mook put that verse out, and then Surf, like, I think tweeted like he not gonna beat me with that type of shit. Now, that right there was just like, don't hopefully come with a message or an approach as if I'm so that people can't see the growth and the development, because people love to see a success story. They want to see people go from nothing to something. Think of a Mike Tyson story, for example, like this little kid from the gutter robbing purses and whatnot, and even Michael Jackson. Like people like to see when you come from nothing to something. We got in our society, especially in hip hop, we got a thing for people that come from a silver spoon. That's why even like weirdo bloggers have tried that with me before. I reversed it and said, I wish I came from that, because I'm at a point in life mentality wise where I'm just like, nigga, I would praise it. I ain't gonna have one of my children watch one of my fucking videos and hear me talking as if it's better to come from the gutter where everybody's killing each other over table scraps. That's where like even Verb or and some weirdo blog, they was like his father, ARP's father owns a boxing company, or some whatever. And my father joined the live, and I was just like, I come from that. I'm so self-made, but that's why even like my people around me, like that know me and see my humility fast forward, they know when we was there splitting bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup. Come on, your half of this is bigger, man. What the fuck? Yeah, but I'm the one that put $1 in. You put the 75 in, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? So people love a success story, and him having that authenticity to his story is a sale. It's a fucking sale. So he's perfect for a pain track or a perseverance track. But sorry if I scared anybody. That's not all I want from Surf. I need to see him on an energetic track. I need to hear him on some gym music. I need to hear him on some gutter shit. I need to also hear him on some ignorant shit from a music standpoint. Yeah, rap. I want to hear that shit. I want to hear that side. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear him talking some wild out like spray the. I don't know if that's where he's at. Now that's one of my thoughts. Like what does he want to show a music fan base in the industry that's gonna have to at some point decide how much all these surrounding pieces buy into him? Record labels and other feet and fans, and like what is he gonna continue to try to show? Because there's all these different pieces that made some of the biggest rap or entertainers, the image, the success story, the come from nothing story, the women that like you, the dress code, all of that stuff. It comes into play. So I wonder what his presentation from a musical standpoint will be if it's like, I got to live down traumatic experiences consistently versus like an Al Bial. This is a good one. So let's stay Jersey. Al Bial, I saw get some backlash recently because I think around his way or in Jersey, it could have been Marion, but I think there was like there was a shooting. I'm not sure if an innocent bystander was hit, but I saw Al Bial do a clip speaking down the violence. Like, yo, we're not for that, you know what I'm saying? Speaking a positive message, which is a good thing. He came from that, and then you grow above that, and you try to give back to where you come from in different forms. One of the form is to speak in a way that actually influences them in a way that helps them out of their circumstances. That's a give back within itself. That's like a distant give back. Your messages are powerful. You know what I'm saying? But Al Bial got backlash for that because almost all of his music is bang, bang, shoot 'em up, everybody dies a mile a minute. So it's like, nigga, you rap all this violent shit and some violence happens and now you so sometimes that'll happen. I don't think it's hurting Albie. I think it's just a small narrative that's behind his message. And what you want to portray early on, and what message you want to give to a fan base, and what you want to carry, it can I don't know if it could be that detrimental, because if the music is good, the music is good. That always comes first, right? Especially if you got big cosigns. That's always the biggest piece of the win. Good music and promotion and or cosigns, for example, you get pushed all of a sudden by a Drake or whatever. If you get his stimulus package that they always called it, right? Your shit is gone regardless, whether it's good or bad, right? Except for the Hey Delilah track. That's the only shit that he couldn't make go. That's because he was in the middle of still dying from the Kendrick shit. But anyway, it's when you get to a certain point in your career, I feel like you could do anything. Beyonce is gonna come out with a fucking country album. You got people doing, who was it recently? They say he was about to do some gospel albums or rap or whatever. It's a big name rapper. My bad for forgetting. But when you get to a certain point, you could do whatever you want. Your fan base will give you the room. But right now, this is like I feel like a sensitive time for Surf's career, music career. But he's got the traction. I'm seeing the traction. When I talk about the traction, even he's happy and proud to see the shit, or unless he's stunting. I'm cool with him stunting right now anyway, because he always talked that number shit. He was always this numbers guy. But he puts up congrats is really the caption they got up, when the algorithm gets home. Is that a shot? But look at his views from July 2nd to July 31st. Is that the insight on Twitter? 10.4 million and new followers 23,000. That's dope for the month of July. For the month of July, and some of that was anticipation, because Surf is now, you see his whatever he's rolling out, or how he's going about it, from being quiet and being reserved and selective. Now he's extremely active on Twitter. Now he's like, all right, I'm in front of the camera now. You know, I got my haircut, got my jewelry together, got my outfits together. I got some money in my pocket. I got some situations here. They say that deal that he signed, you know, dude put it up. Welcome to the distribution, etc. All right, now I could be on camera. Boom, boom, boom. So I like from a rollout standpoint, and it makes sense for July as a lot of that kicks up for his engagements to go up as well. But I said before, he's one of the few, if not the only, from battle rap to have it, from what it seems. And I don't want to shit on anybody else from battle rap that's done music. Like some of these guys had deals. Serious Jones signed to DTP. Murder Mook, I don't know if he signed or was running with, but he might have signed to Rough Riders, right? Who else? Who else? Did Jin have a deal? Jin might have had a deal, right? Shells, did he have a deal? Do y'all want to consider Gravy a battle rapper? I go there with y'all. Like, anyway, y'all get my point. But his engagement makes sense, and what I'm curious to see is if Tsu Surf can top his battle rap career. I'm not saying get to the top of the music industry, because if you want to say the top of the music industry is Jay-Z, Eminem, Nelly, at a you know, like his album sales, right? I don't know. Who's today? I don't know. Fucking Travis Scott and Lil Yachty and Lil Baby, and you know, some of these guys. I mean, these guys is making hundreds of millions of dollars in certain positions. Rick Ross, for example, right? Everybody would want to get there. I mean, but shit, a lot of people be happy with way less. A lot of people be happy with way less. So you don't have to make it to the mountain. He made it to the mountaintop in battle rap, you know? So this would be like a whole new conquest. Like if we can see Tsu Surf really get some records sold and have some singles that chart, and an album that comes out and gets a good response and good push, and really, really get into a position where it's just like, here would be when he really made it. When it becomes a bad idea to battle at all. You know? Last time I spoke to RJ Payne about battling, his response is more so like, he comes from this shit, RJ. A real Philly battle rap nigga, you know what I'm saying? And one of the best rappers of all time, if you ask me. But he got so much traction in industry notoriety, all these big name celebrities and rappers that he started featuring with or whatever. I think if RJ Payne was to come and battle, it could hurt, and that's when you know that you really, really are in that type of mix and there's a lot going on for you there when battling becomes like I can't or I shouldn't, not now. You know what I'm saying? If I ever come back at a certain time, it'll be very, very tactical, or it'll be, at a time where maybe music ain't that or down pivot, like what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how easy it is for somebody to do both at a high level. Like, people that do music tend to have like high level battle rap, and then they got some music going on as well. Like Lux and Mook is talking about putting out an album, or they was in the studio recording an album, right? But I don't know if that's a major deal situation. I haven't heard it about. We would have heard about a deal announcement. It tends to be like indie stuff. We record on our own. We put out a project on our website. We reap the benefits. And that's dope. There's nothing wrong with doing it out the trunk. Not everything is a major deal. Some distribution company. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Sell digital copies yourself. You know what I mean? But when it's just like you can't battle or you shouldn't battle, you're in a different ball game. You're in a different ball game. All right, I'm on Surf's Instagram here. And no, not that one. What's this one? No, not that. That's what I'm looking for though. I'm looking for the clip of his interview. I need Kahuna. Is it up here? Did he take it down? Take it down, sir? I think the clip of his arrest was up there too. I think he took it down. So if you put it up and you took it down, then you must have a reason why you don't want that scene. So I'll leave it alone. I think it's on other platforms, but yo, where's a clip of you and your mom's, dog? So what the fuck is you taking down? Anyway, it was really gonna lead into like that same point I was making of the pain when he's sitting there in that interview clip with his moms and he's talking about the loss, I believe, of a close friend, and he has to pause the interview and walk off. I don't know, man, but it almost feels like that is the lane for him, like pain music. He even has that type of voice. It's very distinctive, but he's got like a pain type of voice on track. So we rooting for the guy, man. We rooting for the guy. So it's on you, sir. Wait, oh, here it is. Hold on. Was I on a different joint? Was I on a different joint? I see it here now. All right, my bad. Let me play the interview clip first. Is that up here? What the fuck? Surf, are you cleaning up your Instagram while I'm live? It's like, yo, hey, he ain't playing this. Like, yo, he dead had a. Oh no, here it is right here. Okay, I was about to say. 11 posts. Here it is. Here it is.
Was so like trying to run from it. I'm doing drugs. I'm ripping and running. You know what I mean? The chicks and shit like that, because I'm trying to run from it. But he dead though, and it's never gonna change. Cry. Pause. My best friend died, and I was so like trying to run from it. I'm doing drugs. I'm ripping and running. You know what I mean? The chicks and shit like that, because I'm trying to run from it. But he dead though, and it's never gonna change. Cry.
Yeah, the pain lane, dog. The pain lane. I could see a majority of his album being that type of vibe and it working for him. I really could. I really could. I really could. All right. And last but not least, since he put it up here on his own page, his
You're doing great. You're doing great.
You good, Chris?
Come all the way out the door.
Okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
We good?
You're doing great. You're good. Keep talking. Keep talking.
I got you. Brian.
The funny thing about this video though is him getting his last shit. Like, you see, he got a joint in his mouth. This nigga's still puffing on the way down with his hands behind his head. He's like, I'm gonna get my last weed in before I get into processor.
Brian, right, man? Right.
Just come right here. Come right here. 1 second, man. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a great feeling. You got little smaller stuff, that a lot of us could speak to about the bracelets going on. That feeling sucks. And then even when you're inside after processing, if you leave regular holdings and you go back to the cells, especially if they change your clothes, make you put on a jumper or some shit, you're sitting there like, even if it's like night one, it's like the reflection of it is just like, I can't, like, am I gonna wake up from this dream? I can't believe I really fucked up like this. I can't believe I did this shit. You always reflect after. But his had to be 10 times more traumatic because we heard the way he was talking in spaces. Okay. Anytime I ever got in trouble, I didn't think my life was over. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been wrong, but I never thought like I would never see the sun. Or I never thought. I never got arrested for the shit that he got arrested for. But his shit, you see when he was in spaces, and that shit was just like, yo, that's it. Is that y'all never gonna see me take the stage again? And everything. He might have really been thinking that. So. All right, Surf. Looks like you're in mode now. So let's get to this music. This is a battle rap channel. I know y'all still want to see Mook and Surf. I don't spoil surprises for sponsors and leagues. So I'm hearing some things that involve some people that are in front of that battle. And that's the most I'll say. I'll leave it there. All right. So Surf as a battle rapper, I don't know. But that wouldn't be a bad thing. You better lose yourself. On it. You better. All right. We done. I want to give y'all a quick little joint about thank you, Jay. Appreciate y'all. What did I miss with this? 111. What is that? What does that mean? Jay be coded sometimes. My bad. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the Nationals, right? Before we get up out of here. So that's where I went. I landed in Chicago at ORD about 9 a.m. Friday morning. Took Lil Man with me and Lil Man. So Lil Man is into the hobby with me. I've been into the hobby since I was a kid. Shout out to my man AB. Me and my man AB go back to being into the hobby where we would go to Pathmark. I'm talking Staten Island, Forest Avenue shit. I don't know if it's there right now, but you're talking about like the Big Apple Plaza, right? Like across the street, you have Palmer Video. Yeah, I'm talking about Blockbuster days, people. Yeah, KFC over there. You had that whole little plaza right there, and you had Pathmark. Okay, me and my man AB used to go to Pathmark and randomly bag people's groceries for like little dollars and change or whatever, because you just see people, bagging it. Coming down with their shit, and people getting rang up, and then you just hop on the other side of the line and just start bagging for people, and they see little kids and they throw you $1 or something like that. And then there was this comic book store that was right around the corner from Pathmark on Forest Avenue, right off of Forest Avenue. Part of me makes me feel like the name of it was Starbase. I'm talking some throwback Staten Island shit for y'all though. That was our go-to because it was close enough for us to either walk or take our bikes, whether like after school. Like it was good, like it was like a good 20 or 15-minute walk from school. You know what I'm saying? This comic book store, and they had cards and shit too. But we would bag groceries, take our little winnings, you know what I'm saying, bounce to Starbase, maybe cop a comic book or some shit like that. Then I started getting into the hobby. My mom's was in the hobby. My mom's was in the hobby not because she was a sports person, but because she was into like collecting stuff. That's why I get it from. My mom's collected stamps. She collected rare coins. She collected comic books. And she collected some certain sports cards. Like, let's say it's like a Babe Ruth or some shit like that. I'm just making up names. And she saw like the future in sports cards or whatever. When I got that type of shit from her, well, the comic book shit to me was just cool because what kids weren't really into comic books? I never read them, just looked at the pictures. Like me. You know what I'm saying? But when I got into sports cards, I'm a sports kid. I'm an athlete as a kid. So I'm from a different standpoint. And by the time me and my man AB got deep in it, we in the mix, man. Like we stealing, we setting people up, we doing people wrong. We taking trips. We took our bikes over the Bayonne Bridge to go to Jersey to try to find some new spots. Like all type. We was heavy as kids in it. Now fast forward, now I could afford to be in the hobby like at a real level. Like not just ripping and running and trying to. Oh, the only way I can get that is if I could trade or for. You know what I'm saying? Now it's different, and my son is coming up in it the way that I did as far as like from an athlete standpoint because my son's into sports. And so we trade and I taught him the game from the business standpoint and now he's taking off. You know what I'm saying? So me and him going to the Nationals in Chicago is like a Super Bowl for him. It's Super Bowl for me too. Like if you are into the hobby at all, and I posted a picture, my last post on my Instagram, and by the looks of the comments, there's a lot of people that follow me or follow the channel or follow RBE, and y'all are into the hobby too. By the looks of the comments, here's me and Lil Man, standing out front day one when we got there. We went straight from the plane to the parking lot to walking up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the Super Bowl for real. When they say it's the Super Bowl of the hobby, it really is. Like, it don't make no sense when you walk in there. Just when you think you've seen everything, it's a whole nother wing and then 5 more wings over there. It don't make no sense. I feel like we saw 30% of the entire expo and maybe 5% of all the cases. That's how ridiculous it is in there. It don't make no sense. And I feel like if you're really into the hobby, you don't go there without a lot of money in your pocket or ready to move around because everything is there. Within 5 minutes of being in the building, I held a $10 million card. Do y'all know the story behind this card right here? What's the last? Wagner, whatever. It's like a 1906 card or some shit like that. It got real popular because like cigarettes were like trying to promote like some of these basketball cards or something like that, and he stood up against it, like, no, don't use my likeness to promote cigarettes or something like that. That was one of the biggest things at that time that made his card popular. And then I heard a story like because he stood up against it, the production of his cards started getting pulled, and only like 60 of them made it out into the world. So now fast forward, and we're talking like 1906 or some throwback shit I read like that. Fast forward, here we are today. And every time it's been changing hands through like big sponsors or big companies or billionaires, $100,000 purchase back in like, let's say, the early 90s, and $500,000 in like the later 90s, and crossing $1 million for the first time and whatever. And here it is now, depending on certain grades, the couple people that are privileged to have that shit. The one that I held right there, $10 million it would list for. $10 million I held in my hand like that. Like, it was incredible. But that I saw that within like the first 5 minutes of being there. It totally just shocks you as far as how big it is. Day 2, we go back. And I get there day 2 at like 11 o'clock because all the videos I was seeing on Instagram was a line that's like 5 miles long. It was some stupid shit, some dumb shit. But those are for the people that want first like entry, and they're there like 8 o'clock in the morning and shit. If you go like 11, you're walking right in because they got like a big entryway, like where they're scanning tickets and everything. So you get in real fast if you go like around 10:30, 11ish. So day 2, we went there like 11. We said, yo, let's go up the escalators, go upstairs, take a look around. We don't know what's up there. What's up there? A whole nother floor of the same shit. We're just like, this shit is insane. So I had a couple nice come ups. I spent more money than I thought I did. I logged a lot of my expenses on it this morning. And when I saw it, I was just like, that's what I spent? I had no clue. But that is it's just too much going on. A lot of great negotiations. But yo, it just is like, it's a must too if you're in the hobby. Whether you're in the hobby from a sports standpoint, from an investment standpoint, there's a lot of people in there just flipping. A lot of people just close out a deal like right next to you. There could be a deal going down for $700,000. No bull. They're all over Instagram. and I watched a couple myself. A deal right next to you going down for $700,000. Products exchange hands, and then like let's say the seller on the acquisition side or the buyer on the acquisition side, the moment he handshake, somebody comes out with cash, boom, part of it in a wire, half of it in cash or whatever, boom. He takes the product, he puts it right in the sale case, and it goes right up to sell for a profit at the next person that walks by. It's insane. You watch when I first walked in there and we held that $10 million card, I was just like, yo, there's over $1 billion in here. And then we realized the scale of it, and then not just the sellers, but all the people that's in there is tens of billions of dollars in there. And shout out to Lawrence from RBE. He's put something on my Instagram post that made me think about it. There's no security in there that's visual. And we know plainclothes security when we see it. When I say all these people, like, at a mile a minute are doing $100,000 plus, multi-$100,000, $500,000. This collector named Shine. If anybody follows the hobby, you know who Shine is. Shine pulled up there and did a couple tens of $1 million deal, I believe. And you don't see a lot of arms. You don't see it. I'm just like, where's this? I don't know if there's some rear entrance where everybody that the sellers and the people that got able to move out into their car, you see some security for the building, like in the entry or whatever. But considering that there's every other 10 feet, there's millions of dollars moving or product or whatever, it's insane. But it's such a chill environment. It's too chill. It don't make no sense because if I had to guess, I would say 20 billion is in there. 20 billion is in there. You know, so I put one video on my Instagram. When I say that there's millions of cards in there, for example, I put one video of just some random case. I saw some joints that I knew about, and I just scanned over my video four cards, and it was equal up to about $1 million. Just real quick, just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $1 million right there. That's it. And I held 10 million and within 5 minutes of walking in there. It's a ridiculous environment. So much money, so many hobbyists, a lot of investors. And it's dope to see some of the youngins in there too, how they negotiate and how well they know money. Like these kids, man, these kids. But y'all DM me or hit me on Twitter if you are into the hobby. I collect primarily NFL and basketball. I don't do college unless it's like a super prospect. Like I'll get like a Wemby Bowman first. I'll start talking some shit like that, connect with those type of people. I'll get like a Bowman first, Wemby or somebody like that. The AJ Bowman first, I just grab, you know, because we don't know what's gonna happen with this draft and some of these guys first pick and all that type of shit. I do NBA and NFL mostly. I got a bunch of baseball covered. You know what I'm saying? Some Willie Mays, a couple Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, you know, shit like that. Like some of the all-time greats, but I don't really do too much baseball. I bought my first hockey card this past Saturday or Sunday when I was there. It was Wayne Gretzky rookie card. I don't know nothing about hockey. I had a conversation with a guy that sold me the rookie Wayne Gretzky. It's a graded Wayne Gretzky. And I told him, I said, I don't know shit about hockey. I said, if you were willing to give me this whole case right here for me being able to name one other person in hockey other than Wayne Gretzky, I wouldn't be able to do it. And he probably had like at least 500 grand in front of me in product. You know, he was like, you're lying. I was just like, I'm telling you, if you ask me right now, tell me one more name in hockey, I'll give you this whole case for free. I would lose it. I don't know hockey. But that shows how much I'm still willing to cover the GOATs. I'm not into golf. I got Tiger Woods in the stash. I'm not really into tennis. I got Serena in the stash. I don't know shit about hockey. I just picked up Wayne Gretzky's rookie. All right. I mean, so the hobby is serious. And me personally, I'll close it here because I don't want to start talking to people that's really not in the hobby like that. I'm not a seller. I'm what you call a PC guy. PC is personal collection, meaning whether I keep it here or I keep it in a PSA vault, for example, or a safe deposit box or whatever. Like, I want to be able to give it to my kids at some point. You know, if I ever have to sell my collection, then something went wrong in life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a seller. I mean, if I trade, it's because I got my hands on something that I don't care to keep, and I'll use it to go towards shit that I want to keep. investment. Shit that maybe you get in the 90s on something that costs $1,000, and if it's somebody that has the type of legacy and career that really jumped up, like all the GOATs, all the early Stephs and MJs and Kobe and MJ at this fucking expo are selling over list price because their market is just always going up over time. MJ and Kobe still, and LeBron is heavy too. Steph is strong, for example, in the NBA, but some of these guys, if you got in early on some of these things, it's like stocks. You get in at a certain time. Wemby's cards came down a little bit right after they just got bounced out of the championship. But he's going to start going back up when the season starts again. They start playing well, and he's going to win. So people sit on Wemby cards. Like he's the type of guy who's like, he's going to win a couple of times. We're just going to see where he's going to end up in the top 50. Maybe saying that is crazy too. He's going to end up in the top 30 somewhere. Like where though? Is Wemby. Provided that he doesn't get injured. Knock on wood. But anyway, shout out to all my hobby enthusiasts. Like I said, this is the only hip-hop pickup that I grabbed over the weekend. It's authenticated by PSA, Rakim Auto. The card from Yo MTV Raps, if y'all remember this, is Eric B and Rakim, but the autograph is only of Rakim. You see that up here. That's Rakim's autograph on this one. So authenticated, cased. This is what you call a certified PSA authentication. Sometimes people choose to send them into this company to get a quality number on it, like 1 through 10. This is just autograph authenticated. But if this was like a sports card or something, somebody might want like a 1 through 10 on it, and let it be like a Steph Curry rookie card that's highly sought after in a 10. They call that gem condition. That's the difference between like a 10 and 8. Like some people got like a card in an 8 grade. Let's say it costs $1,000. You got in a gem, and it's only recorded in these companies that there's only like 10 of the gems, 10 of the 10s. That yours is 1,000, mine's is 100,000. So that shit is crazy. It's deep. Yo, A Ward, I gotta call you this week, man. We gotta talk about the national because A Ward's into the hobby. A Ward's into the hobby. All right. I don't know. Did any hobbyists get revealed in the chat while I was talking all that shit about the national this past weekend? Any I don't know. Are there any big hobby people in the chat? If so, tweet me. Fuck it. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody that joined the live today. Lives are back. Lives are back in the afternoons. I'm going to try to do every other day with every other channel. So meaning like I'm going to try to be live every afternoon, and we're going to switch channel to channel. So today we're on the RBE channel. Tomorrow we're probably going to be live on the Sorry It's True channel. Type in youtube.com/@Sorry It's True podcast, or jump into the YouTube search and type in Sorry It's True, or jump into the search, type Sorry It's True podcast, or go into the description link of every damn video and you'll see the link to the Sorry It's True channel. That's our second channel. We'll be live over there tomorrow. All right. There's probably only going to be like 10 of us in the fucking chat, but it's all good. Lives are back. Okay. Let me go get me something to eat, put my feet up. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Be good. We out.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
One of the toughest characters ever to bulldog his way
Go to
into
the
your
house
heart.
up. And shout out to